Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And welcome back. Well, it's Championship Sunday out in Dewberry for the Prairie Racing Finals. The top 3 drivers are in the running for the final dash for the championship trailer. But who are those 3 drivers? We'll find out in 1 second. First, yesterday's fastest time. Chris Molly, once again, is sitting at the top. He is one of the guys that will be in the running for that trailer. He had another great run there, winning day money for the 2nd straight day. Ray Mitswing had the 2nd fastest time and is back in the top 5. Lane Bremner had a solid run and was 3rd. BJ Carey, who had the 3rd spot and 3rd and final spot rather to race for that trailer, locked it in with a great run, finishing 4th, and Wayne Knight rounds out the top 5. So who will be joining Carey and Molly in the final? Well, of course, there's Molly at the top. He also won the day since he had the top aggregate time after running 3 days there. He's the Frog Lake Show champion. BJ Carey finished in 2nd, and the Chief Ray Mitswing will be the 3rd and final driver in the trailer dash. Dallas Dick was 1st in the aggregate going into yesterday's race, but he fell 3 spots. So he is not in the running anymore. And 2nd place driver in the CPCA standings, Wayne Knight, finished in 5th place. And the playoff round of the Western Canadian Boys and Girls U18B Softball Championships kicked off today. The U18 Girls Lloydminster Blues team fought their way to get here after winning a tiebreaker game yesterday and took on the St. Albert Angels this afternoon. The Blues got out to an early lead, 2-0 lead rather, in the 1st inning. However, that lead would not last very long as the Angels break it wide open in the 2nd. It's 2-1 for the Blues here, but this pop-up by Shelby Railing will drop and Shayna Law will come in and Lydia Herfist will score from 2nd to give the Angels a 3-2 lead. Now here a wild pitch is going to get to the backstop, and that is going to allow Ashley Weeks to score from 3rd, 4-2. 5-2 now in the Angels. Brooke Budskin up, and she rips it just down the foul line. That is fair, and that will score Lynna Ryan from 2nd to give the Angels a 6-2 lead. That was their 5th run of 3 in the inning. The Blues also, they had some good defense here in this game as Sadie Rustica shows off her range at short. Too bad the Blues were too much. The Angels were just too much for the Blues on this day as they drop this one 8-2 and their season comes to an end.
Well, disappointed by the score, but I was really pleased with the effort of our team today. This was a game that we were beaten by a better team and not beating ourselves with mistakes and errors. I thought all of our girls played their heart out, and they had a few hits that fell in, and we spent the whole day hitting the ball right at them. So you can't change the outcome of those. Those are games where you just tip your hat and say, you know what, today they were the better team.
I thought we played all right. I mean, it wasn't the outcome that we wanted, but we played all right as a team. It was a good last game, I'd say.
It for sure wasn't the turnout that we wanted, but one bad inning kind of cost us, hurt us a lot. But other than that, we didn't give up. We kept playing, hit the ball, just kind of hit right to them. I guess that's how balls is, though. So.
And stick with the Blues. Although their season has come to an end, the team has exceeded their expectations, including making it to the playoff round Westerns to top off a fantastic season.
You know, I think it validates that we belong here. When we went into this tournament, it's like, are we just here because we're the hosts? But to get to the tournament round, I think validates our team and our organization that we belong with the best 8 teams in Western Canada.
The Blues had a 1-3 record in the round robin and needed a tiebreaker game to get into the playoffs.
Was amazing. Like we didn't think we were going to make it to Sunday for sure. So being here and winning those 2 games and winning that tiebreaker last night in a squeaker was really, really awesome. So really set the mood for this game. We're really pumped to be here and just play some more ball.
The team only graduates 3 players and should have a good roster next year, and they can use this experience as a stepping stone for next season.
Talking point around our conversations around how good can we be, right? We were here and we can compete, but now what do we need to do to take the next step and win that one more game or make that one more play and build on it. So these become stepping stones or points moving forward to say, here's what we need to do to be successful for the future.
The team didn't expect to make it to that playoff round, but they are happy of how their season finished. Sticking with softball, but this one to the national stage now. The Lloydminster U18 Rebels are in Quebec and kicked off their tournament against the Prince Albert Astros. These two teams have played throughout the year, so it was a good game to get the jitters out. The Astros got out to an early 1-0 lead in the 4th inning, but the Rebels answered right back in the bottom half. Ali Waters got the Rebels on the board, scoring Erica Marshall with an RBI single. Waters would then come in on an error by the catcher, and Jade Lee was scored the third and final run on a wild pitch. The Rebels open up the tournament with a 3-1 win. Their next game is tomorrow against the New Brunswick Rebels 98.
Know that we've got to get better each game. So even within the game, we got better every inning, and I really felt, as the game went on, you could tell that, if it was a 10-inning game, I think we would open it up quite a bit, because we almost did in both the 6th and 7th innings. We had some runners on and just couldn't cash in a few extra runs. But again, once the jitters got out defensively and even offensively, we'll have to make sure the girls are all ready to go going into the next one. So we can't afford a letdown. We got 2 real tough games coming up the day after tomorrow. So winning this next one puts us in real great shape going into the tougher day on, I guess it'd be Tuesday. So, it's a really important game for us.
Now back to the Westerns here in the border city. The IRMA Tigers boys and girls team were looking to stay alive in the tournament. The girls, however, would end their tournament this morning after an 8-1 defeat to the South Lake Interlake Phillies. The Tigers ended their round robin with a 2-2 record. Now the boys, they played their final round robin game this morning, looking to improve their record to 4-0 in a battle for first place against the Conquest Coyotes. However, the Coyotes were able to take down the Tigers and claim first place. The Tigers now face the Cross Lake Pirates, and that game just got underway. That's all the time we have in sports. Jeremy Thompson is up next with weather. Stay with us.